Well, just when you thought Disney couldn't get any more woke, there comes this.
My name's Nick. I'm one of Fairy Godmother's apprentices. I'm here to shop you around and make all your selections for the day.
First of all, I'm here to shop you around. I don't even understand what that means. But now the big mouse hiring a man with a mustache to wear a dress and help little wannabe princesses, little girls, shop at the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. It's actually a spa where girls can shop and get their hair and makeup done, get $250 princess outfits. But now a guy in a dress is welcoming them to this very special spot. Joining me now to discuss, Project 21 member Whitley Yates and Newsmax contributor Deneen Borelli. Deneen, what has happened? I mean, you know, I understand dress as you want. I'm sure men would like to be princesses too. That's fine. But if I'm a parent and I'm taking my little girl to the very expensive kind of salon and spa at Disney, that's not who I want helping my kid shop around.
Katrina and Whitley, stories like this make my brain hurt. This is a man in a dress with makeup in a little girl's clothing store. If you are a parent or a grandparent taking a young child to a place like this with this guy welcoming you at the door, you are part of the problem. And I have no idea what the suits at Disney are thinking that this is a good idea. But I got to tell you, if moms and dads and grandparents stop taking their kids to all things Disney, I think they will change their tune for sure.
Yeah, Whitley, it just seems to be almost getting to be a parody at this point. I have no problems with transvestites or drag queens or transgender people. That is fine, but we keep repeating ourselves, but keep it away from my kids. And at this point, it just seems like they're doing it to make a point and again, almost mocking parents at this point.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting when Disney is supposed to propel magic and they're actually propelling mischief. They should be inspiring children through their stories, but instead they're influencing and indoctrinating them into what they want their new normal to be. And it's void of what parents actually want. And so if you bring your child to Disney or you take your child to Disney, you don't know what it is that they are going to be exposed to and you don't have control over. And I would think that the stakeholders at Disney would want to stop this immediately so that the parents at least have some sort of say or option in how their children are being raised and what they're exposed to.
It's a great point. I'm wondering, you know, who's approving these kinds of things? I'm just curious. But speaking of what people wear, I think this is interesting. On the other side here, singer Billie Eilish, she is speaking out after critics called her a sellout for changing her style. Billie Eilish, of course, a biological female. Her career took off when she was 13. On Instagram, she wrote this: "I spent the first 5 years of my career getting absolutely obliterated by you fools for being boyish and dressing how I did. Now, when I feel comfortable enough to wear anything remotely or feminine, I changed and am suddenly a sellout. You guys are true idiots." You know, again, Deneen, Billie Eilish was known for her baggy suits, again, her very tomboy look when she started at the age of 13. And then now that she's 21, well, she said, hey, I want to show off my body. She has evolved. And what's wrong with evolving? She also said, let women exist.
Yeah. Well, the haters are real. We get all kinds of criticism online as well. And it's a good thing she's fighting back. From what I have read about her, I don't know all that much about her, but she's very talented. And she's pushing back against the haters. And it's not going to stop, especially when you're a public figure. It's like a given, so to speak. But good for her for pushing back against the haters.
Yeah, I'm glad she was super honest. She's always been very outspoken, Whitley. But, you know, it's interesting because whether she is a young teenage girl and dresses like a guy, okay, she gets attacked. Or if she grows up and decides to show off her curves and dress more feminine, she also can't win. It kind of seems like people now these days are going to complain and attack you no matter what you do.
That's absolutely true, but I do think that we're in a different time from when she was 13 and now. Before, when she was 13, the way she dressed was atypical. But it's also interesting because society now will lambaste a woman for dressing like a woman, but applaud and laud a man for dressing like a woman. And so we are kind of in a very unique time where you can't even get a pulse on what's right or what's wrong socially because everything is so chaotic, specifically within this new culture. And so what she's experiencing within her career is that people don't even know what they want to see. It's strange for them to see a woman dressed as a woman because we're now being pushed this parody of men dressing as women.
That's exactly right. And Whitley and Deneen, that's exactly why I wanted to have these two stories together, because you've got Nick at Disney World dressing a man dressing as a woman, and people are applauding. Then you have a biological woman who also happens to be a pop star dressing as a woman, and she's getting attacked. Makes my head hurt as well, Deneen. Whitley and Deneen Borelli, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.